you go? There you are. Right, we are here. I'm starting a titch early. But that's okay, because you guys won't see it right away anyways, because I have a delay for some reason. Hi! We're playing Monster Prom finally. I have several of these, because they sound cute, but I've never actually played them before. Sure, let's do... Make your own voices? Or awesome voice effects? Let's do awesome voice effects. There is only one of me. We can play up to 4 people?! I'm playing by myself. Ooh, yeah, let's go full game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Of course you're unafraid, you're monsters. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. Yeah, sounds like teenagers. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Also sounds like teenagers. Ooh, I can be a void with a friend. I can be a hot fire chick, zombie jock, or adorable zombie nerdling. Ooh, good question. They all seem like fun options. I'm definitely leaning more towards playing one of the girls, though, because I identify with that more. But voidling! I'm gonna go with the zombie nerdling. That's what I would choose to name my character anyways. Okay, that's funny because I've called several... I'm working on a Stardew Valley thing where everything is blue because it's the bluegrass setting. So I named my character Blue and my farm is Blue Dalbadi. And blew my house with a blue little window because why not? And so that's an in the works project for someday. And so I often use Blue as a character name in a lot of things when I don't feel like using my name because it's weird. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19 and still in high school? Girl! A sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. She is adorable. Damien LeVay, 21? A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Why are you still here? You're an adult. Scott Howell, also 21. A werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Why are these guys still in high school? They're 21! Liam DeLioncourt, 400 and some odd. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork. Oh, I like him already. He might be my pick. Polly Geist, 22, question mark? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. This might be college prom, but college doesn't have prom. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. Fiji Nish. Okay, I mean, werewolf, look at that chest hair. And definitely going to be the bad boy personality, and those are always fun to romance in these games. And Dork? Dork is my jam! It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Are we ready to start? Teen Wolf Magazine. Hot or not, take this quiz and find out. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever. Crazy exes, how to deal when they just won't go. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're using our PhD in bullcrap to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom, stupidest pop quiz ever, trademarked, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. We're D&Ding this? Heck yes. You wish you were raised by, let's see. You wish you were raised by a really progressive marriage between a KK venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire and I see no issue with being raised by it. A mysterious old man who saved me from the streets in order to raise me as his disciple in the ancient ways of rad DJing. Or a pack of wild wolves who also happen to be tech moguls who own some of the most profitable companies of Silicon Valley. They would be KK role models and wild wolves. Sick! Huh. I'm kind of leaning towards mysterious old DJ man or a pack of wolves who also happen to be tech moguls because that sounds awesome. I kind of want to be raised by wolves who are also tech moguls. So wealthy. Which is the coolest mythological creature? Oh, come on. The invisible hand of the free market? Boo! This weird creature I drew when I was 6, and which is clearly super derivative from other mythological creatures, but it's super cool and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? Or a sphinx who's super turned up and ready to party, and she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps the riddles. I mean, they could totally rap the riddles, but Sphinx! Egypt! The world will end tomorrow. What will you do today? Profit off other people's hysteria. I'll finish my novel. Whoever comes after the end should know my legacy. Push-ups? No. It's okay. We invented the apocalypse to take care of the overpopulation of commoners. I did the most awesome eye roll for that. And you can't even see it. I always party as if there's no tomorrow, so who cares? Or nobody ends the world but me. I'll end the world today. I'm gonna finish my novel. Hey! Hey! I like that. Let's go. Oh, look at how cute. Auditorium, class, library, outdoors, gym, bathrooms. Let's go to the library. Dramatization. That day, you spend some time in the library's PCs, mining some bitcoins. What? This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain +2 bitcoins, which is equal to +$2 million. What? Do my smarts go up? Which unfortunately is equal to 2 monster dollars, so +2 money. Wow, monster dollars are expensive. Against the expected, you spot Scott and Liam engaged in what seems to be an intense conversation. They seem so into it that you can't resist the urge to ask them what's going on. We're discussing this recent novel, Two Lights. It isn't a novel, it's a rad movie with lots of cool dudes with amazing abs. Well, it's actually based on a novel, and it's anything but rad. It's cultural trash. But I decided to like it, ironically. Thing is, there's this human girl with 2 guys who like her, but the guys are part of 2 enemy human races. The wild shirtless humans and the mysterious deep look-giving humans. I think I know what this movie is. And it seems these types of humans can't stand each other. Oh, and the deep look-giving humans shine in the sunlight. Did you know that's actually a lesser-known trait of some humans? The thing is, the next movie will be released soon and we're super hyped. Uh-huh. Ironically. We can't wait, bro. We need to satiate our hunger for 2 lights. This is your opportunity to show these 2 you're well-versed when it comes to satiating urges. Go for it.
Awesome, bro.
Aww, I wanted to get his option, but who should be who? I mean, the shirtless ones turn into wolves, which is kind of a relatable thing for me, you know? And I'm in if it means showing my bod. Well, I'm kind of an expert when it comes to staring mysteriously at people. Yeah, perfect team play! And I can lend you guys some glitter. I have tons of it for when I make cheering signs. Okay, then. Seems that if you ask politely, you can get anyone to go shirtless. Who knows? You might end up being a true Two Lights fan. You gain +2 charm and +1 boldness. Yay! Do. Let's go. Who am I gonna sit with? I'm gonna sit here. Liam and Damien's table, absent of food but covered in paperwork. Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change within an administrated system requires mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I, too, desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure. Either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. We have encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic? A white plate with a single sprig of parsley in the center. The essence of minimalism. Or a bowl of knives. The essence of knives. That's it! That's it? Don't you see, Damien? It's bold commentary on the emptiness of consumption. It sounds like a plate with a leaf on it. You'll never understand. Like, why even have a leaf on the plate if you're trying to be so minimalist? My gosh, you're right. Why even have a plate? Why have anything at all? That's it, our new menu item. Nothing. The school receives Liam's petition. From now on, the lunch line will include one empty tray. A great victory for artistic expression. As long as I don't get the empty tray. Let's go. Let's see. Where do I want to go? Outdoors. Auditorium sounds like a party. Outdoors sounds like a party. Bathrooms. Who's that in the bathrooms?
Give me your money.
Look at my little shop. Buy some crap. I have crap that will boost your stats, crap that will lead you into stupid new adventures, even some crap that might be much needed at some very specific moments. So take a look. I have 2 money. Oh, I have 9 money. Ooh, event. A blanket with 2 holes. It's... Most of our classmates are idiots. Ooh. A corpse. Yeah, I'm selling a corpse. It's like some kind of fashion accessory. It's not as if I'm trying to dispose of it. Ooh, a fake bad A tattoo. A sexy fake Latin accent. What? That's Russian. A Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as love and death. You could always use online encyclopedia to get the general idea and still be able to act as if you've read it. Impractical yet kind of funny glasses. I've always hated these, but that's because I wear real glasses. A PR agent. Hype station. I do not need a PR agent. A motivational poster. Happy little accidents. A gift that keeps on giving. See, I'm wise enough to know when a gift needs given. Yeah. Ooh, I kind of want to lean for one of these. Yeah, I'm gonna buy this. Yeah, who'd want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's the spirit, champ. All right, week 2, morning. Oh, this is going so fast. Class. I learned valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense and the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. I gained smarts! Look at all my smarts! I have 13 smarts. Liam and Scott fighting with their phones. Now I definitely swipe left on that one, bro. But this is my best picture! But it's not even a picture of you. It's just a photo of a stop sign wearing a hat. It's artistic? I don't know, maybe if it was a picture of a fire hydrant. Well, it's not as if your pictures are in any way superior. What are you even doing in this one? Smiling. See? Unacceptable. But I like smiling. Are you sure it's wrong? Of course I am. Look, I'll even bring in an impartial third party. You're renowned for your horny dating app. Success. What's your secret? I am. Sepia mustache enigma. Not so creative. Oh. I rock filters so obscure I haven't even heard of them yet. Classic rural fire hydrant, dead mouse on train tracks, eternal beige. Your filter isn't even fit to filter my filters. No! I lost fun and creativity. No, I need those. That's okay. At least I got a heart from him. Totally going for the vampire dude. Yes. Not eating, as usual, because they're undead. That's okay, so am I! The food in this cafeteria is really atrocious. It's hardly even worthy of my moment, Graham. Haha, what? I didn't even eat the food. See, this is exactly what I mean. We can do so much better than these subpar culinary abortions. Wow. Oh, I see what you mean. You mean the two of us should have a cook-off. What? No. Did you say something? I'm not listening because I'm so psyched about this cook-off. At no point did I agree to. I got a huge advantage, though, because I've cooked so many drugs. Wow, you're admitting to that? Oh, you think you've got the advantage, huh? Been alive for centuries of culinary history. It's on. Well, okay, then. Two celebrity chefs appear to critique the challengers. What? I think they're both equally horrible, says the cruel British judge. I think they're both equally marvelous, says the overly nice British judge. Both judges turn to you. What do you think, tiebreaker judge, whose meal truly is the cat's pajamas? She made a pair of pajamas for a cat, and he made a glass jar of fresh human blood sprinkled with parsley. Let's go. In your face, Wolfgang, suck! That would be a better name for Scott. I'm not even a wolf. That would be a better name for you. What, because I'm a vampire? Whoa, that would totally make sense. No, I just meant because you suck. Well, this sucker just wowed the judges with my blood tartare. It's raw, organic, free-range blood. Unethically sourced from a local terrified human. Because we're monsters. And that parsley, farm to table. Or rather, farm to blood. I threw it in the blood. I like the color. Actually, it's well known that nobody knows what parsley tastes like. I know what parsley tastes like, and it's not pleasant. You're certainly not drinking any of that concoction. You tell Liam his prize for winning the cook-off is eating lunch alone with you. Ha ha ha! Do, 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 do. Let's go. So I guess wherever the cat girl is on here, I can find her and buy crap. Library. Congratulations, you have been chosen. Win big. Sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? Yep. Win big 69. Yep, real, not fake. You lose 10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain 2 money! Woo! I got money. I got money. Liam's rolling his eyes at his phone. What's up, dude? I'm having trouble with my status on social network. I expressed a positive opinion about bug manicures, which I obviously meant ironically, and now my so-called friends are responding with blatantly unironic pictures of themselves with centipedes glued to their nails. I know being aloof and misunderstood is my brand, but I want to be misunderstood on my terms, not theirs. What kind of status could I post that would be idiot-proof? Let it post that everyone currently reading this status is an idiot. Or vague blog for your life. Tell them they're idiots. If there's one thing idiots don't understand, it's their own idiocy. If I post a status like that, it'll be the one time everyone takes it ironically. They'll all use the mwahaha react button and the wings up of approval. Ugh, never mind. What? No! Give me back my smarts! That was funny, dang it. Let's go. Library. Ooh, what am I doing now? Start kicker. You deceived lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice. You gain plus +1 million money. But almost everything goes to cover costs and you keep only +2 money. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. Corners you afterwards to lecture you on momentgram filters. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see. That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos, Infinite Taupe. It's also why I have only 6 momentgram followers, but we must all make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document. Miranda's in an air conditioning duct. The situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam popular again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Of course, because you're a princess. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more momentgram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do? Pay 1 million homeless people to follow him. Yes, just as father pays millions to vote for him in our fair and democratic elections. In fact, I think I can cut costs by paying one of father's clonesmiths to simply replicate the same 1,000 people 1,000 times. Is this ethical? She doesn't know what ethics is. She's confused about fair and democratic elections. Dare and femocratic. Soon the plot and the requisite clones are hatched. You run into Liam in the halls a few hours later. I am distraught. My carefully husbanded unpopularity is crumbling before my eyes. But all these followers, look at their comments. Totally real account 66. I love you, Liam. Another equally real account. You're so obscure and avant-garde. The sentiments they are expressing are objectively correct. And yet, no, I cannot give in to the lure of the limelight. Ah, is he a tsundere? Charm and fun. I got my fun back! Now I need to get my creativity back. And my smarts, dang it! How dare you steal my smarts?
Let's go.
Ooh, I haven't met her yet. Take your seat beside arguably the 2 coolest monsters in all Spooky High. Here's hoping you can keep up with them. Vera, are you eating manticore steaks again? Yes, and it's delicious. Don't you know the amount of cruelty involved in the mainstream meat production industry? Yes, and it's delicious. Besides, Liam, you're a vampire. Don't you only consume things that are dead? Well, yes, I suppose, but it's always ethically sourced, organic, free-range, and human. The human population is out of control, and eating them is the most environmentally responsible thing to do. Listen, Liam, I happen to have a personal feud with every single animal I eat. I make sure to meet all of them first and ensure I'm devouring only the ones I hate the most. It makes it extra tasty. Well, then surely you can inflict such pain without going through the cruel meat industry and supporting factory farming. Isn't home cruelty better anyway? You may actually have a point there, and if I get my hand in the pot, I can inflict even more effective and specific pain. And I bet there's a way to make money off this too. Hang on, somehow I've ended up arguing against my own interests here. Liam, do you want to find innovative and creative ways to move society forward, or do you want to oppose cruelty like every other weak mainstream loser? Oh no! He wants to be perceived as ethical, but he also wants to be perceived as creative. What about their afterlives? Instead of letting their spirits go to waste as the byproduct of the meat industry, let's serve their eternal souls as a side dish. Animals are already suffering from ignorance. If Vera wanted to increase their pain, the best we could do is to teach them the concept of death so they fear their fate. Let's educate cattle on metaphysics. Okay! We're going to teach the meats that they are going to be meat. Animal education. I do like animals, but their illiteracy is my 4th least favorite thing about them. Right between their poor taste in fashion and simplistic views on German cinema. He's not the fun kind of dork, but this is hilarious. It's not the worst idea you've ever had. I do like his bow tie, though. His suspenders I like more, because purple suspenders! You are known for having pretty terrible ideas about half the time. I don't really see building an empire out of private schools for cattle, but with my business acumen, I guess it's possible. And I can rest secure in the knowledge that I'm solving the bovine education crisis. Helping Liam help cows is like helping you help Liam choose you to go to prom with. Or something. Yes. Yes, choose me as your prom date, Liam. Choose me. Evening, Oh, look, the football pitch. Let's go to the library. Ooh, poker. Playing some good old online poker. Shark bait, hoo-ha-ha! Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it paid off, so screw it. You got more money! Woo, money! Liam is staring at his phone. Maybe one of his favorite bands signed on to a mainstream record label, or the exact shirt he's wearing is featured on a magazine cover. You decide to check in with him. Start kicker! You know that vile website where people crowdfund projects not good enough to get real investors? Thanks, Liam. Do you not know why you exist? Well, today I found something of interest. A time machine. I mean, it's clearly another terrible overpromise that will be released at least a decade after the due date. And in the end, it will be way crappier than promised, like a toaster attached to a clock. Genius! You discreetly write down the idea in your $1 million notebook. Let's see if you can beat those guys to market. But I was sighing deeply because I couldn't help but think, supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wonder, where in time would I go? 3.85 billion BCU, so you can be into existing before it was cool, or everyone knows the dopest time in monster history is 1925. July 26th, 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Hey, love, isn't 1925 when the first appearance of Mothman happened? Will you check for me? Because I bet that's Mothman. Specifically, July 26th from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. I bet it's Mothman. We're just going to wait for a minute while we Google this. Because I need to know.
November 12th, 1966.
Dang it! So what was 1925? What cryptid appeared in 1925? Is it the Jersey Devil? What cryptid appeared in 1925? I might have said 85. It's 25. Let's see. The Ahul, who flew over the Salek Mountains of Java. The Monster of Monterey, Trunco. A Yeti sighting in the Himalayas. The Golub Yavan. A Soviet scouting party reportedly killed a hominid ape creature called the Golub Yavan in Tajikistan. The Blue Tiger, or the Maltese Tiger, in China. Or the Churchill Vampire, but that was October. Ah, yes! Smarts! I remember it. It was dusk after old Ernest Hemingway's party. Me and the boys were celebrating at good old Pamplona, drinking sangria like it was water. They even prepared a special batch for me without those pesky little pieces of fruit. I almost never drink sangria because of those. Little pieces of fruit are the 8th thing I hate the most in my beverages, right between floor cleaner and sentient milk that has controversial opinions on opera. Wow. When dawn was imminent, Ernest came to me and said, "Ah, Liam, the world is ours. We could feast on it forever." I told him, "You're right, Ernest. But remember, I'm a vampire, and, you know, the sun also rises." And the rest is history. You are right, my friend. July 26, 1925's 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. was the best of times. Wow, that was specific. Maybe some night soon we can share some little pieces of fruit-free sangria and create new fond memories to time travel back to once in a while. What? Oh my goodness! He suggested a date! I got one of my smarts back! Now I need 2 more smarts and another creativity back, because how dare they take them away from me. Let's go! Yeah, class. You are astonished by the new stuff you learn in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid crap with your friends and trying to find true love. Who would have thought that class could actually be useful? What a nice surprise! One valuable lesson. Good luck trying to use that in this game. And plus 2 smarts. Yay, my smarts are back! Miranda. Ooh, oh right. No conspirator. Over here. Phase 1 of Operation Make Liam Popular Again was an overwhelming success. Liam is internet popular. Now we just need to make him real life popular. And what better way than by making him prom king? Unfortunately, when I asked him to run for prom king, he said, and I quote, Never, 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 not in 100 years, and that's not an exaggeration because I've been alive for hundreds of years, and I've never run for prom king, so there you go. Which is clearly his cryptic way of saying he wants us to make him prom king. My first thought was to murder the current prom king after establishing Liam as his rightful heir, but I couldn't find any bloodline charts to work from. So I suppose we must engage in this democratic election the school is holding. Now, how can we secure a win for Liam when he is opposed to running or making any effort to win? I could dress up as Liam and give the best campaign speech anyone has ever given, or pay 1 million people to vote for Liam for prom king. Of course, election rigging. Silly me, how else does one elect a king? I suppose someone as wealthy and charismatic as you knows where to hire 1 million voters. Sure you do. Totally, you've got lots of money and connections. You'll get right on that. What you lack in money and political capital, you make up for in stolen magical artifacts. Yeah, robe and wizard hat I put on. Crack open a forbidden tome and bring all the school's janitorial equipment to life. Passing out ballots to broomsticks and telling mop buckets who to vote for. Nobody notices the fraud. Half the student body is sentient objects anyway. Soon you all watch the prom king election forecast together. I can't believe it. 6,000 votes for me. And 994,000 votes for a bottle of lemon-scented toilet bowl cleaner. Wow. I'd be impressed at the avant-garde tastes of the student body if I wasn't so comprehensively humiliated. Oh no. Now you've got to find a tuxedo that fits a bottle of lemon-scented toilet bowl cleaner. No! I should have voted for the other thing. Give back my creativity. Oh, beefy hobgoblins in school security uniforms. What did you do? They're food guards. Principal Giant Spider found out we weren't eating during lunch, so he assigned guards to us because he thinks we have an eating disorder. And we do have an eating disorder. It's called being dead. Except it's not an eating disorder. It's an identity and a lifestyle. Death style. Whatever. The point is they won't leave us until we've eaten our food, which will be never. And I have a meeting of the Smug Superiority Club to conduct next period. I can't be late. If you could just figure out a way around these food guards for us, I'd be super grateful. Like, in a sexy way. Okay. All the artistic subtlety of performance artist Marina Abramovic. You pour Liam's food onto Polly's plate and through her lap. No, this is literally the exact opposite of what I wanted. What a tableau. A ghost bewildered by a mountain of unwanted food. This is perhaps my most daring food pick yet. You guys are really throwing me under the bus here, which isn't cool because being thrown under a bus is totally how I died. I don't know what you're talking about, Polly. I have clearly consumed all of my food quite honestly and forthrightly. Luckily for you and Liam, the hobgoblins are total morons with no secondary theory of mind. They instantly believe Liam's ruse. Yay! We spent hours practicing our sneers and gazing into each other's eyes. Oh my. I think I have my date, guys. Let's go! Library! Oh, hey. 2 monies! Oh, Liam and Damien. With a pile of books Liam has gathered. They're scowling intently as if the books have personally wronged them. A school teaches the most common mainstream basic material imaginable. I think there's only one thing we can do, really. Petition the school to include works of value. Burn the books! Damien, you're absolutely right. The fight against anti-intellectualism must be telegraphed in strong action, not just empty words. Damien snaps his fingers and the books burst into flames because he's a pyro. You have to admit, between a petition and fire is the much cooler option. Fire. Unfortunately, it's at this exact moment that Crazy Martin chooses to appear. Oh no, not again. He always thinks these things are my fault just because they are. I can't get detention. I'm seeing a nondescript yogurt resort concert this weekend. And the band only plays once in a blue moon when the lunar eclipse lines up with... There's no time to let Liam finish. Quick, step in and be the hero they need. There was a 3-horned paper gobbler on the loose that was planning to devour the entire collection. A chilling tale of the dangers of 3-horned paper gobblers to the local ecosystem/libraries. The gobbler would surely have swallowed the whole library, you explain, if not for Liam's keen eyes and Damien's pyromania. Crazy Martin seems assuaged. The rivalry between werebears and paper gobblers is well documented. Nice going, dude. You're a real lifesaver. And after lifesaver. Now we'll be able to make that nondescript yogurt resort concert after all. You can come too as long as you don't do anything embarrassing, like enjoy yourself non-ironically. Oh man, Liam even implying he'd be seen in public with you and Damien thinking you're useful? Nailed it! +2 charm and +1 boldness. But not my creativity? Give back my creativity! Let's go! Plus... Oh. Bag of regular cocaine. What? Hype station PR manager. The gift that keeps on giving. A motivational poster. What the... You want this? A penguin mask. I had no idea you appreciated the good old reverse Romanian Wilkinson. What? Bad A tattoo. Just add water. Or... What? 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 Why would anybody want this? I mean, it's blood, but why? I'm going with the Latin. How to sexy 7. Latin. Yes, give me the Latin. Do, 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 do. Ooh, where am I sitting today? Okay. Liam is carefully framing his artfully arranged jelly dessert for a transcendent food pick. Food pick! Ride those picks to victory! What? What does that even mean? When I say food, you say pick. Food! No. Food! Stop. 2, 4, picks, 8. Food do we appreciate? Food picks, go! Cease this incessant chanting this instant! What? But I'm trying to help you take the best food pick. You've been trying to take this food pick for like 20 minutes now. You gotta snap a pic so you can eat your tasty food. I don't eat, Scott. I only order this food so I can take pictures of it, and you're not helping.
Oh, bro.
But my cheerleading just isn't good enough. What I need is a cheer partner to take me to the next level. No, what you need is a swift kick in the... Oh, no. We've got to use art to cheer him on, the quiet art of mime, or we pick him up and toss him in the air. Mime! Creativity, please. Totally artistic, totally silent mime cheer that involves an invisible rope, an invisible dog sled, and an invisible hot dog buffet. You eventually leave Scott trapped inside a tiny box and move with Liam to another table. Thanks for saving me from that. True food photography, or as I call it, les photographies des aliments, cannot be rushed. Are you sure he's okay over there in that box? Look at that grin. He's fine. Oh, no. You're pretty sure he's fine. You let him out at the end of lunch and he licks your face. But most importantly, Liam tags you in his triumphant food pick. Is this for real? He tagged me, guys! He tagged me.
Let's go.
Let's go. Library. Library. Yay! +2 money. Oh, it's Liam again. He's sitting at a computer, sighing deeply and looking even more aggravated than usual. Have you heard the news? One of my favorite books, The Damned to Damnation Volume 2, Damnation Time, is getting a movie adaptation. Thousands of people will experience this wonderful story. The author will receive wide recognition and make lots of money. New fans will fall in love with the characters. It's awful! He's such a hipster. And as if that weren't bad enough, the lead vampire is going to be played by a werewolf! Why would you cast a werewolf to play a vampire? I refuse to watch some hairy abomination in fake fangs and pale face paint play a role that should have rightfully gone to a vampire performer. Fair. I'm going to put an end to this wolf washing here and now, but how should I do it? C. Start a rumor that the casting director eats live babies or crash the set and star in the movie yourself. I think he'd rather do the rumor. Aha! What a divinely fitting punishment. I'll spread misinformation about the casting director, just as he spread misinformation about vampires the moment he cast a werewolf to portray one of us. Yeah, werewolves and vampires look nothing alike, guys. The internet works quickly and ruthlessly, like a drunken game of telephone where nobody actually speaks the same first language. Liam writes a quick and angry post full of confusing misinformation, the bottom line of which is that the casting director eats live babies. very badly using all the wrong utensils, eating the organs out of their suggested order. Unfortunately, disrespecting baby eating etiquette is not a big deal to the general audience. Fortunately, it is a big deal for the high elite of baby-eating aristocrats, who happen to be the puppeteers behind the world of movie journalism. So they pull the right strings and utterly destroy the professional career of the casting director. Ultimately, what's agreed upon is that the casting director is the scum of the earth garbage person, and the entire movie, the entire industry must be stopped before it is too late. I have no idea how that spiraled quite out of control quite so quickly, but thank you, Blue, on behalf of myself and vampires everywhere. Yeah. But mostly on behalf of myself. Aww. We destroyed lives and pieces of art together. So romantic. I got my creativity back! And an extra smarts! Yay! Ah, that was fun. Library. Oh. Give me your money. Too poor for this. Too poor for this. Don't care. Exit. Do you want to be gone? I don't want to buy your stuff. I'm poor. Let's go! Hey! They're just taking pictures of their food. Don't need to eat stuff, so we just take dope food pics zone, baby. Food, like heavy construction machinery, should be seen and not tasted. That's a comparison. Yeah, I mean, have you ever tasted heavy construction machinery? Have you? I don't know, maybe. My weekends are usually kind of a blur, like last Saturday. There will be plenty of time to chronicle your sexploits later, Polly. Right now, we need to focus on these food pics. I arranged a dope food pic of my own, and now to complete your masterpiece. A bottle of whiskey with ketchup on it, or a pic of Liam taking a food pic? So meta. You level your phone at Liam just as he's about to snap a food pic, but his vampire reflexes are too quick for you. Haha! Trying to out-meta the metamaster, are you? We'll see about that! He levels his phone at Polly just as she's about to take a food pic. Now you're taking a food pic of a food pic of a food pic. Whoa, are we pointing our phones at each other now? I want to play too. And now her phone is pointed at me. It's a food pic of 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 a... We've done it. We've created the meta triangle, the most meta shape in existence. This is our finest hour. You've done it. You can see the code. You are the one. The programming of the video game you are in awards you by raising your relationship points with the character known as Liam. I broke the matrix. Yes. Let's go. Okay, that was fun. The teacher's tired of teaching, so she recurs to the classic technique of not giving a crap and putting on some kind of historical TV show for you to watch. Heck yeah. Oh, a ridiculous amount of nudity and bloodshed, huh? But at the same time, you actually learn a lot about history. I mean, there was a lot of bloodshed throughout history. Woo, look at all my smarts and charm! Liam! It's ridiculous how little he cares about this walk. So nonchalant. I've come to the conclusion that you're not a complete poser. And seeing as I could use a partner for my tragically hip late-night excursions, consider yourself invited. Tonight, 3 a.m. I'm sure you'll have no trouble coming up with an appropriately underground destination. I mean, it's not like I don't know any cool places to go or anything. I just want to give you an opportunity to prove yourself. Aww, look at that dork! He vanishes in a cloud of mist and angst. You've got 12 hours to choose the trendiest spot nobody's ever heard of. Monstropolis' most exclusive new nightclub, Asterisk, or the hottest, most underground nightclub of all, the Earth's core. Not so creative. Where? Asterisk? It's not pronounced asterisk. It's pronounced... Star? Are you saying star? Sphincter? Is that how you pronounce it? There's no reason to be crude about it. You know what? Whatever. I don't want to go to your stupid club anyway. Oh, rude. No, a-hole was pretty close to the correct pronunciation. No! I should have said the Earth's core. Monster Prom draws near. Obviously I'm inviting Liam. Yes. Go to prom with me. You and me? Psh, I'm not attracted to you in that way. Actually, I think the only way I'm attracted to you is through the tiny gravitational force that your body has a solid mass. That's something, right? No! No! What? No! I failed! Oh, I failed so hard. Well, apparently that's Monster Prom. I failed hard at romancing the hipster. He said no! We kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened. And it was wonderful. What's with the random slime blob, bro? Vampire. Chick. Goth chick. Oh, look at that. Liam and Scott co-wrote a weird, cheesy fanfic of two lights that became unexpectedly popular to the point it turned into a well-known novel of its own. Half the characters are shirtless for all the right reasons. Vera built the Oberlin Empire into endless greatness. They own a shameless number of companies. It's known that they're into lots of sketchy businesses, but no one does anything about it. I mean, who the heck would try to stop Vera Oberlin? Holly's drug cooking skills proved useful, and she became a chemist for the pharmaceutical industry. What? But in her free time, she still cooks the real stuff. Her greatest inventions so far are watermelon-flavored ecstasy and a thing called LS Dope. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Okay then. That's Monster Prom. I think I'm going to play this a few more times, because I want to see if I can date other people, because apparently the hipster is really hard to date. You do have to have a certain stat, and me bombing that date definitely ruined it. But yeah, so that's Monster Prom. We'll play again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. It will be so fun. Are they playing Sorry? Okay, food pics. Snakes! Yeah. Oh, she's a Frankenstein. Hey. No, hide the crown. What the random vampire? What the random monster hunter? Dodgeball. Dodgeball's evil. Dodgeball's very evil. Uh-huh. Cosplay or theater? Hey, sports. No thanks. There's the cat chick that sells crap. Yay. Oh, there we go. Yes, Monster Con is out. All right, we will play more next time because we can. Thanks for